70-pound can of fuel, and
we go. So flattering, isn't it?
the way our seats are built, we have to climb through the window. So pull the steering wheel off.
Brake to the left and your gas to the right.
Climb in.
I'll show you what I mean by that.
Put the steering wheel back. Literally keeping a cool head. It's definitely all the people that are involved with 22 racing that make it as successful as it is. Alex won 3 races last year in one of our cars, so we take a lot of pride in making the 22 racing cars very fast.
It was one of the hardest things we had to do in the last couple of weeks was to hold on to the news. Now being associated again with Alex is something amazing.
Okay. My dad was a mechanic. He was working in a garage, in a race shop. And, you know, after school, when I was really young, my mom would bring me to the shop. She was working as the accountant, and I ended up, you know, like playing around, you know, surrounded by tools and cars. So I developed the passion of cars. And I did a trip to Italy when I was 10 years old to see my granddad on both sides of my family. And my granddad bought me a little go-kart, so I stayed over there for 3 months during the summer vacation, and I raced go-kart. And when I came back to Montreal, the go-kart was shipped by boat a few months later, and I was hooked up on that. And the only thing that mattered at that point for me was my go-kart in the garage. So, you know, when you're racing and you go around a racetrack with a bunch of different drivers, the communication that the officials use, they're done by flags, right? Flags are a good way of communication, you know, from an official standpoint to the drivers.
Automotive racing is a bit of an interesting sport. What you have is you have somebody who's inside the car, operating the car, and what they're doing is it's more of an endurance sport. So you have somebody who's going around a racetrack inside a vehicle which generates, or inside a machine which generates a lot of heat. They have to do all of that and maintain a very high level of focus because there's a lot of information for their brain to process.